When you ask people their favorite memories of Night Under Fire, it usually involves a large head of staging sign and a certain jet truck driven by Bob Moats.
Our favorite thing is at the end of the show when they burn the sign down.
My favorite memory of Night Under Fire is Bob Moats blowing the sign apart. I was probably about 10 years old, and it just blew me away, and I've been back every year since.
According to Moats, the annual sacrifice to the drag racing gods began as an accident. Unfortunately, Moats was recently injured, making it impossible for him to return. In his place, a new memory maker for this year's Night Under Fire. Enter the Shockwave, the world's fastest, most powerful jet truck. The Shockwave holds the Guinness record for jet truck speed at 376 miles per hour. At 36,000 horsepower, the Shockwave literature tells us it has enough power to accelerate at 3 Gs vertical, which it claims is comparable to the space shuttle. Now, I'm not sure that I'd want to try riding this truck to the space station, but look, anytime you can compare a Peterbilt to something that takes you into low Earth orbit, you know you're in for an impressive display.
And I'm hoping my head of staging sign doesn't tip over, because we've never put that much energy on the face of that thing. And of course, it's taller this year, so keep a camera close.
Oh, we will.
Smoke, fire, speed, noise. That's what this thing's designed to do.
And Kent Shockley sure knows how to do it. So the question of the day, how does someone get into a career of driving jet trucks? I don't remember that course being offered at school.
Back in the early 70s, my father started racing jet-powered funny cars and dragsters. And we wanted to build the biggest, baddest thing we could.
I'd say he succeeded. What they did was take a full-size 1984 Peterbilt truck and add 3 J34 afterburning engines. The engines are arranged in a pyramid formation, tilted at a 3-degree angle upward to help keep the truck on the ground. Now, the engine outlets are fit with a special fuel line that carries raw diesel fuel to a ring-like burner inside the outlet. The big dual vertical chrome exhaust stacks were also modified with igniters to fire up the raw diesel fuel. Dumping raw diesel into all the outlets creates a spectacle of smoke, flame, and thunder that borders on the apocalyptic. Watch when Kent lights it up here during the first round wrap-up, and curious fans get a little too anxious for a closer look. Yeah, that's right. Back it up, folks. Check out the windows of the media center during the afterburner pops. Now that'll get your attention. Now Shockwave gets down the track at over 200 miles an hour, which isn't bad for something with the aerodynamics of a brick.
Jet-powered vehicles kind of like taking it off in an airliner. The farther and faster it goes, the harder it pulls. Same with the jet truck. It'll run a little over 200, but it's running 7-second ETs instead of 6-second ETs like most drag cars here.
Of course, most drag cars don't weigh 7,000 pounds. Like he said, jets get faster and faster as they go. That's why Kent chooses airport runways to really push the limits of his truck. Air shows are also a good place to race an airplane. In a typical show, a plane will approach the jet truck from behind, flying at about 200 miles per hour. The Shockwave accelerates from 0 to 300 miles per hour in about 11 seconds, closing in on the plane from below. Now, Kent won't be getting up to 300 miles an hour here because he doesn't have room. But the real question is, will he burn down the staging sign at the end of the night? On one hand, it's Bob Moats' signature, and letting his competitor do it somehow doesn't seem right. On the other hand, it's a fan favorite, and the Shockwave certainly has the power to get it done. But the track decides the right thing to do is leave his competitor's tradition intact. 20,000 pounds of thrust, 36,000 horsepower. He may not be burning down the sign, but the sound and fury of the aptly named Shockwave is a perfect exclamation point to our 30th anniversary Night Under Fire.